How is it going then, everybody? I hope you're all doing very well. Welcome to another video here on the channel. I'm the FIFA analyst, and today we are going to be discussing how you can press in FIFA 20. It's one of the hardest things to actually do in FIFA. It doesn't always allow you to do it, so it is a very hard skill to develop, but you guys have been asking how you can do it, so we're going to go through bit by bit today and show you how you guys can do it. If you do enjoy the video, please do let me know by dropping a like, and you can also put your thoughts down below in the comment section with any suggestions on videos you want me to make in the future. You can also subscribe to the channel, and we do stream every Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday and Sunday. If you are interested in that, you're more than welcome to check the links in the description. So where we're going to start off is with custom tactics, because although player switching and pressing is all to do with yourself as the player, it does also require a little bit of custom tactics to look at. So that's what we're going to do first of all. I'll go and show you exactly what you can do to give you the best possible chance to be able to pressure and team press and get the ball back as quick as possible. So jumping into my custom tactics, which I would tend to do if I was trying to play a high pressure game. Really what you want to be looking at here is the defensive style, and then your width in the offensive and the defensive plays a part as well, and then also depth. So you've got a couple of choices. I normally tend to play on balanced, but I find press after possession loss can work as well. Now you might go, well, you've got constant pressure as an option as well, Alex. Why don't I go for that? I personally think constant pressure is too much. You can't play it for the whole game. The players get absolutely drained. I find press after possession loss to be the best possible one. Reason being is that basically as soon as you lose the ball, for 7 seconds after, your team will press and stay literally man-to-man to try and get the ball back off the opponent. So when we jump into some clips in just a second, I'll show you how that kind of works for you. Pressure on heavy touch. Myself, I haven't found that much joy of it. It just doesn't seem like they do pressure at all. I don't understand how the game determines when they're going to do a heavy touch, that sort of thing. So I don't think it's as good as press after possession loss. But if you're after a completely neutral style and you want to be able to do the pressing all yourself, then just leave it on balanced. So when it comes to width, if you've got a really narrow width, you're going to find it hard to press, because if he tries to switch it to his right back or left back, however he wants to play, you're not going to have any plays there because your width is so narrow. So I'd recommend always having this quite balanced. You don't want it too wide, but somewhere in the middle will do you just fine. Depth, it's easier to press in my opinion when you have a bit of a higher depth. So if you have this on 3 or 4, it's usually okay, obviously, because drop back tends to be what most people play this year. But I've been trialing having it on 5 or 6, but I tend to play mine on 4 depth. So when it comes to the offensive width, same as obviously the defensive side, you want to make sure that overall it's pretty balanced directly in the middle. So what we're going to go do now is we're going to go exactly into some clips and show you how you guys can press. As I said, a lot of it is to do with you switching and looking at where the next pass is on. So let's go ahead and jump into some clips and show you how you can do it. So before we go and look at these clips, a couple of things I just want to say that are kind of key to making sure that you can press in FIFA 20. The first one is being able to switch with the right stick. If you haven't got this in your locker and you're still using L1 or LB, it's going to be very difficult for you to do. And the reason for that is that right stick switching overall is just far superior. So we do have the little controller in the bottom left for you guys to see, and you can see exactly what buttons I'm pressing to be able to switch and try and win the ball back as quick as possible. And also, when you are trying to win the ball, one of the key ways that you can do it is by always thinking, what is the next pass for the opponent? If you can think what's the next pass and you can go and cover that pass, it makes it a lot easier for you to win the ball back and makes it harder for the opponent to find a pass. So that is one of the things that I want you to take into account as well. Essentially put yourself in the opponent's shoes. Where would they be passing next? And then you try and cover that pass. But let's go and jump into the clips now. So in the first case, we're going to lose the ball with Sissoko from just a silly pass for myself, to be honest with you, giving the ball away quite cheaply. But what was key here was using the right stick to flick up once to change back to Sissoko to then move back and cover the next pass that was on. I hope a lot of you guys would see that as, yep, that's probably going to be the pass that he's going to play. If he is going to play that pass, the realistic thing for him to do would have been to come back there and then go back to the centre backs. But a lot of people will rush to try and get that there, which is why we managed to win the ball back as well. Moving on to the next case for us. This is the one where we just need to see that we need to switch to Semedo. So we use down on the right analog stick and just put pressure on the ball holder straight away. Because he's either going to play the pass into the striker or he's going to play the pass back into the middle. We take the chance that he's going to play the pass into the striker, and that is how we win the ball back nice and comfortable, which was always good stuff indeed. That is one of the key things, is that you will you have a higher chance of winning the ball back when you've just literally given the ball away, because the opponent's still in defensive mode, they're not in attacking mode. So you've got more chance of winning the ball back once you've just given it away, as soft as it sounds. But even there, again, straight on the opponent with Semedo, going in with a slide tackle actually, and then that there with Sissoko was the press after possession loss as the tactic. Sissoko pushed up himself then, that wasn't me that did that, that was just the team tactics, which as I said can be crucial as well for you, and that actually got us a goal, so that was always good stuff indeed. This next one with Sissoko was just covering the passing lanes and putting pressure on the ball holder. So you can just see here that pass into the middle seems like the logical thing to do. So you just step up, put the pressure on, and boom, you've won the ball back with Sissoko, and then you've got the possibility for the counter. Again, was using the right stick there on that particular case. Moving over here, this is just with Sissoko staying tight to them, making sure that you touch tight with pressing directly on them. You can do that in that sort of area. If you did it on your edge of your box, it's a little bit more risky because it's easier for them to turn you. But jumping on to the next one here, we just want to show you with Militao, as soon as we see that drag back animation, we step up, we put the pressure on, we press tackle, and we win the ball back. As simple as that. One of the things that you've got to make sure is that if the opponent does any sort of animation, a drag back, a ball roll, if you have the chance to step up, put the pressure on. It's on that case, on the 18-yard box, it's a little bit more risky, but it is one thing for you to take into account as well. So next case, you can see here with De Jong, we switch over to him very quick on that right analog stick, and then straight away we go in and put a tackle in. Now we don't win the ball there, it was ever so close, but I thought I'd just show it you anyway because it was a quick switch and it was a quick tackle to try and get the ball. I'm happy to do that in that area of the pitch because it's not directly in front of my box. If the tackle doesn't come off like it didn't, it's not going to be all and end all. You know, I'm not going to concede directly from that. So I was happy to kind of do that and win the ball back. Well, try and win the ball back. I was very close to it, but yeah, didn't unfortunately. So when it comes to the team press as well, that was another situation with Martial just having them directly there. And then in a second, we're going to see a clip where the guy kind of, he just dawdles on it. And this is just the team press, the press after possession loss, just doing bits for me, putting pressure on them, not always directly me. That's the AI helping me there. Gives me the chance to go forward with Dembele, look for the pass into Ben Yedder, that unfortunately gets blocked. But that is where the tactics play a massive, massive part for you as well. So this case is where the opponent has took a little bit too long on the ball, and when they take too long, you need to get stuck in. We make the tackle with De Jong, means we win the ball back in the middle of the pitch. Key area for you to do it. Again, if it's on the edge of your box, it's a little bit more risky. So for me, I like to press probably in the first half of my half and then anywhere in their half because I don't feel like it's a massive, massive threat. We just thought I'd show you again there. De Jong stepping in, making a tackle, pressing circle or B to get your foot stuck in and to win the ball back, which is always nice stuff indeed. And we actually managed to score from that build-up, which was good. Then Dembele with a lovely heel-to-heel, takes it around the keeper, smashes it into the back of the net. Pressing, as I said, guys, is one of the difficult things to do in this game. It was easier a couple of years ago when tactics were a little bit more customizable. You could kind of have them to where you wanted, which was always nice. But yeah, this year they are a little bit harder. So it does take a lot of practice. You're literally just going to have to accept that sometimes you will mess up. You do need to use that right stick switching, as I've said, and also use L1 in certain situations. But really, really think about it. So the way I wouldn't be pressuring, as I said, is if you've got say your fullbacks, I wouldn't pull them massive amounts out of position. I would only be looking at pressing guys if it's on your half essentially or in their half. Anything further than that, don't try and pressure the ball holder too much and try and predict the next passes. Just keep your team shape in that sort of area, which is how I find it kind of works best for me. I hope you guys have enjoyed the video anyway. Let me know exactly what you think in the comment section below. Thank you very much for being here and tuning in. It's massively appreciated. If you are new and you want to drop a subscribe to the channel, that would be absolutely appreciated as well. Thank you all very much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.